What's up, everybody? Going to check cameras today. Just got back from Arizona. Slept in the bed at the house and headed out to check our cameras. So, a little more snow up here than in Arizona for sure. But got about 5 cameras, I guess, we're gonna check today. See if we've got any wolf activity on them. This one up here, I checked it in a few weeks, so we'll see what's on there. It's a spot that I'm probably not gonna trap, but it's a new area. I just wanted to see what we had for wolves on it. So we'll keep you posted, let you know what we have on them. We've got a full day ahead of us, so left in the dark, probably get home in the dark, just checking cameras. So we'll see what we have on them. Keep you posted. Cruising up the road. Lindsay says, whoa, I got a track. Anyways, the lion track. She's an old hound tracker from way back. We got catch us a wolf here before we can get our hounds back. I sold them to a buddy. He's hunting with them until we can find us a wolf, and then we'll get a pup or so out of him. But anyways, we're on the road headed up to check the camera. About 2-3 inches of snow on the road here, but kind of exciting to find a lion track on the way out there. Well, I got to the first camera and didn't see any pictures that we could find on it. This happened once before on the card reader. I don't know why we can't check it out. Not very tech savvy, but pictures are bringing up some old camera pictures that we had on there, so we'll get that figured out and get some pictures uploaded if there was anything cool on there. But I was going to show you, got the fight with a chicken, and anyways, no, that was bite from my Ultra. So shooting 300 Ultra mag, and when I shot that Coues deer, I had to lay down on my pack, so prone, and then gun on the pack, and it was uphill quite a ways, 500, a little over 530. I ranged it. Brush patch he was in, the top of that brush patch was 530. He was walking out of it, so just a tad further than that, but just the angle that I had to get, I knew it was going to bite me a little bit, so shoot it all day long on the bench, and no problems at all. It's actually a really nice gun. I think, if I remember right, it's like 100%. Lindsay shot a few things with it as well, but it's a nice gun. I've been toying with getting a 300 PRC, say a little less recoil, but the one that I'm looking at is considerably heavier than the one I'm shooting right now. I'm just shooting a Remington 700 synthetic stainless. Oh, I've got some trigger work done to it and a brake on it. It's a nice gun, but at those angles, to get some of those shots, it's definitely got a little wallop to it. Yeah, 300 PRC, the one I was looking at, it's about 3 times as much weight, so I'm not real excited about packing that one in to the backcountry. I've been looking at upgrading my varmint gun as well. Shooting a 22-250 that I really like right now. It's not as accurate as it once was, and I've had it for 23 years, 24 years, thousands of rounds through it. I'm thinking of actually shot the barrel out of that 22-250, so looking at getting another one. But anyways, got a ways to drive before the next camera, so I'll give you a little update on my chicken fight here. But anyways, hopefully we can get that figured out. Technology, not my best. In fact, that's why I can't get a podcast up, is because they changed the format. I had to re-sign in again, and I cannot seem to remember the password. I got a bunch of podcasts that I'd like to get out on the podcast channel, but can't remember the password. So once we get that figured out, maybe we can upload the rest of the podcast we've been recording on another channel. But anyways, thanks for checking us out. We'll go check this next camera out. Well, check number 2 on the cameras. Disappointing, nothing on this second camera either. This is the camera that we had the wolves on a couple years ago. So why they were here then and not now, I'm a little confused on. We're also not seeing the bear on this camera that we were back then, and definitely not the elk. Did have one little raghorn elk on the camera and a couple deer, but that year we were in here there was definitely some more game, I believe, so I don't know for sure. We did track them that time that Lindsay jumped them off of the traps when they howled like 100 yards from her. We did come up the next day and follow their tracks. They paralleled this road that we're on right now, headed north, and so I did set up another camera in a new spot to the north, and there's a pretty good road that intersects east and west, and I kind of thought that was their boundary last time. I talked to some elk hunters earlier this year, and they said they heard some howling north of that road where I did set my camera, so headed to that one next to see if they are up in that next little quadrant. But might be a slow trapping season if we can't seem to find any wolves. We do have the one over western Idaho that we haven't checked that camera in a little while. That's the one where we went up and set up and ended up just having to deal with all the bears. So hopefully that one is still around. Find some time to go get that one checked as well. But got 2 more cameras to check for this trip, and we'll see what are on these next couple here. So nothing on camera number 3. Got some Hair Nation as always in the background there. Very disappointed. I thought that one was gonna be the ticket. In a location that some elk hunters said they had been hearing some earlier in the season. There's not that much snow here to push them down. A bunch of coyotes, a few deer, and a black bear on it. So, man, I don't know, I'm a little discouraged. I really thought that this area here was going to hold some wolves. I do know that the feds came in, Wildlife Services, and took a bunch of wolves a little bit south of here this spring and summer. But where we're at, there's quite a few trees, and I think the wolves are able to hide out in the trees a little better up here. So I was hoping that there was going to be some up here. I just don't know right where they're at exactly. We found a bunch of grizzly tracks and grizzly on our cameras last year, but very surprising. I don't think we've got one picture of a grizz down here.
The year before.
Yeah,
when
quite a few.
We had the wolves, we had a lot of grizzlies on our cameras. A lot of grizzlies, and then we had the 4 wolves 2 years ago. Last year, we didn't get any wolves. We got some black bears and like maybe a couple grizzlies. This year, like only a couple black bears and no grizzlies. And
this year, the one camera really high had a grizz on it, but nothing else, so to speak of, on that camera. A bunch of deer, I guess, on this one as well. Kind of baffling. We got a good little drive to the next camera, and then that's our last camera up in this country. There's plenty of snow here. There's 5 inches, I bet. So if we were to see some tracks, we could definitely notice them with all this snow. But striking out, I did get a tip about some wolves a little further north. That'd put it right about the 5-hour mark. Makes it really tough to hit that every 72 hours. So that might be a camping trip for a long weekend, pull traps, come back. I don't know, we'll have to get a game plan together, but we'll see what this other camera holds. Go from there. It's a sad deal. We've been coming up here for about 12 years, and we used to see all kinds of elk, deer, moose crossing the roads. We'd come up here pine marten trapping, come up here when there's snow so you can easily see the tracks, and hit all the back roads up here. And when, like I say, it's tracks, elk crossing in front of you, deer crossing, standing out in the trees. Don't see anything anymore. Hardly see any tracks crossing the roads, and definitely don't see any elk, deer, moose traveling the roads out and about. So put in a bunch of time up here looking around, and definitely the wolves have played a impact, even though we haven't found where they're heading out right now. Definitely have made an impact in here. That's what they do, come in and wipe out the game. After the game's gone, they leave as well. It just takes quite a while for the elk, deer, moose population to bounce back. So there must be a couple wolves here somewhere. They've been hearing them during the elk season, but you talk to all the hunters and it's just ridiculous. There's no sign of game anywhere. So anyways, hopefully they are thinned out, and maybe we can find a couple at another spot. Walking into our trail camera here and found a big old grizz track.
Like the same size of your foot, you were 13.
Thing's huge. Anyways, we got looking here, and bad shadow right there by that one with Lindsay, but this one here about the same thing. But man,
There's the back of my hand. There's a foot.
it's crazy. Well, nothing on the camera as far as wolves go. Caught a couple of pine marten on the camera, so that was neat to see. There was some grizzly on this bait. You see right here where he walks out of the trees on to the snowmobile trail that we're walking down here. Oh man, I was hoping we'd have some wolves on these cameras. Anyways, need to regroup here, find out where they're at. Gonna head probably over west and see if we can find some of those that we've had some leads on. That's okay, we didn't see anything up here. This snow gets pretty deep, and I'm guessing here by the weekend in this next storm we're supposed to get that it's going to be snowmobile only in this country. That's okay. I don't really like to drag the snowmobile trailer up this far. Pretty country, beautiful day, and I don't know, just gotta find out where the wolves are. Thank you guys for following along, even though we haven't got many wolf pictures or any wolf pictures this year. Have to upload the ones we do have over at the west, and Probably gonna see about heading over there maybe Saturday or Sunday. Checking that camera. Pretty sure those bears have probably gone to sleep. Surprised this grizz is still out and about here. But keep on keeping on, I guess. There's gotta be some somewhere. Just a matter of finding them. So we're not trapping pine marten this year. We're putting everything focused into the wolves. So didn't get a Wyoming trapping license for bobcat this year. Still trapped some marten on last year's license. And going to put off the coyote traps for a while. Still been trapping a bunch of beaver. Lindsay's taking care of a bunch of beaver for some people that have some depredation tags, and then have some creeks flooding out. But I don't know. Anyways, we'll find some. Let's see about throwing some of those pictures up on the video here, but appreciate you guys following us along. We do have a store up at Rugged. Get some merch on there. Got some hats, some hoodies, if you guys are interested in purchasing some of that stuff. Look up Rugged. I think it's Rugged Outdoors website. My buddy's helping me out. Like I said, no tech savvy here. But check out that stuff. Get you a hat, some shirts, some hoodies. Got some more stuff coming out. Pretty excited about, but it's not quite out yet. But stay with us. We are going to get a wolf this year. I'm not kidding. It's gonna happen. So season's pretty much just starting for wolves. We got three or 4 months left of trapping. So it's gonna happen this year. Guarantee it. Thanks for watching.